Shalom and greetings to every single one of us, to our honored juries, to the respected committee, and to anyone watching this video. My name is Arie J.E Silalahi, and I'm a ninth grader of St. Mary Junior High School. See, I've been to a lot of places before, and I've lived in a lot of places before, like Jawa, Sulawesi, Papua, and of course, Sumatra. And just because of the constant moving, it also means that I've been to a lot, and I mean a lot, like a buck ton, of Christian monuments, like the Salib Kasih of Manado and the statue of God blessing his people in Sibiabea. But if I'm being honest with you right now, most of those feel nothing more than a big old diorama made out of concrete and bricks. But there was one in particular that stood out the most. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you about a place that isn't only important to me as the son of Tapanuli Utara, but is also significant to anyone who respects and values peace and the beauty of the creation of God. This place isn't only a landmark or a tourist attraction, it's way more than that. It serves as a message and a constant reminder of something bigger than ourselves. And that place is named Salib Kasih Tarutung. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask you a few questions. Do you live in Tarutung? Or maybe somewhere close to Tarutung? And are you a Christian Bataknis? And if all of those checks out, then you must have visited Salib Kasih at least once, right? But if you haven't, that's really just a shame, since Salib Kasih is such a wonderful place and there's no actual reason to not visit it. But for those who haven't visited Salib Kasih Tarutung, let me break it down for you. So Salib Kasih Tarutung, or in English, the Cross of Love, is located on the hills of Siatas Barita, overlooking the city of Tarutung, North Tapanuli, North Sumatra. It is a big white cross that stands high above the trees and is visible from kilometers away. So, why should we visit Salib Kasih Tarutung? That's a good question, and I've prepared not just one, but four reasons for you. First and foremost, obviously, Salib Kasih is a place for the soul. And since in this world, in this day and era, everyone is so stressed out about this and about that, about work and about education, that it just feels refreshing to visit Salib Kasih Tarutung. And it feels as if every step you take up to the cross, the air just feels colder. The trees feel like they start to whisper to you, and the noise just blends out. And suddenly you feel peace inside. And for those reasons, a lot of people visit Salib Kasih Tarutung to pray, to reflect, and even just to breathe. And whether or not you're a Christian, Salib Kasih Tarutung just invites you to have a moment of peace, silence, and meditation to get you closer to God, mankind, and even to yourself. And now that brings us to our second reason, which is that Salib Kasih Tarutung is a sign of sacrifice. And since the monument itself was built to commemorate the hardships of Dr. Ingwer Ludwig Mensen, which was a German missionary who came to Bataclan in the 1800s and spent the rest of his days spreading the gospel of Christianity in the land of the Bataknis. And he spread the word of Christianity not with violence or with weapons or anything of that sort, but he spread it with kindness, love, and peace, since that's what he believed in. And by visiting Salib Kasih, we can respect all of that. Now, for our third reason, is that Salib Kasih is a part of history. And when you visit Salib Kasih, you are basically walking through history. The Christian faith played a huge role in shaping the history of the Bataknese people. Schools and hospitals were built to from the seeds planted by Nomensen and others like him. And by visiting Salib Kasih, we can commemorate the fact that a community was changed not with wars or money, but with love and care. Now, for our last but not least, our fourth reason is that Salib Kasih is a showcase of natural beauty. And of course, Salib Kasih isn't just historically and spiritually important, but is very visually stunning. And for nature lovers and for photographers, it just feels like a dream come true. And maybe even for some people, it feels like heaven has come down to earth. And it reminds us that God's creation is all beautiful, and it makes us grateful for where we live now. So, ladies and gentlemen, Salikasi isn't just any cross. It's a cross that speaks for the better. It tells us to slow down, to relax, to remember our past, to embrace our present, and to hope for a better future. So I hope that if you have the time to maybe once climb that hill, stand beside that cross, feel the wind, and let it change you for the better. But if you still don't plan on visiting it, you do you, I guess. But don't forget that Salikasi isn't just a tourist destination, it's a journey of the heart. That is all from me. Thank you for your time, and may God bless you all. Horas!